Good morning, childers, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving myself an at-home haircut, because if you're in lockdown you can't exactly go to the barbers, and if you missed going to a barber's in the last week or so, you're kind of a little bit, you know. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving myself a fade, and I'm going to be trimming the top as well. And I just want to show you how I do it myself, just so if you are to cut your hair at home over the next few weeks, that you don't absolutely go and butcher your head. So I'll show you what's going on at the moment. So as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. I need to shave the sides down, far too long, and the blonde's after growing out, so it just looks mangy. As well, my roots are really bad, so I'm probably going to bleach it as well and colour it later. I'll get somebody else to do that for me because I hate bleaching the back of my head, it always turns out yellow. But I'll pretty much be fading the sides, and I'll be giving the top a trim as well. So if you're someone who does want to cut their hair at home, you can follow through with this so you don't butcher your head, as I said. Or even by watching what I'm doing myself, you'll be able to help somebody else out. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm back. I just washed my hair, got my lovely little, my new weave in. It's a good time. Just washed my hair. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave the top of it wet, because that helps when I'm cutting the top later, but I don't want the sides and back wet because then it kind of just clogs up the razor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie up all the top, and then I'm just going to dry around the sides and back with a hairdryer. So just get like 2 clips like this, or else you can get one of these. And I'll just get a brush. So, got the brush. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick brush out. If your hair's really like bleached and messed up, I don't advise brushing it when it's wet because it loses its elasticity. So just be careful about that. You just want to separate down the short parts that you're going to cut on the side and brush them all downwards. So I'm just doing it in the mirror here, so sorry if there's anything that you can't see. Okay, let's just two. If you can't, well, you obviously can't see the back of your head. I was about to say, if you can't see the back of your head, of course you can't. Just kind of feel it and use your hand to gauge where you need to separate the partings. And once you have that done, just get all the hair on the top of your head and really just make sure that it's nice and pulled away, and you'll see if there's any other short hairs then that need to come back down. And just try to get the lines really straight as well. I can't wait for my hair to be coloured, because the last time I did it, I bleached it twice, and oh god. The last time I did it, I bleached it twice, and the first time it came out yellow, and then the second time it didn't do anything at all, even though I used a higher percentage vol developer. It didn't do anything, so I just dyed it blue instead, and then all the gold tones came back out afterwards. Okay, so once you have that all scooped up nice and clean, just like this, go ahead and just grab it. If the hair on top of your head is shorter, you can just brush it over and then clip it. Instead of doing this, I'm just going to use this one because it's easier for me. Just like this. and then you're going to get your hair dryer and just dry the hair all around the head. Now if your hair is already clean, you don't need to go ahead and dry it, obviously. If your hair is already clean, you don't need to wash it first. This just does need to be wet when you're cutting it with the scissors later, and I'll probably wet it again in a while, but my hair was just pure mangy, so I had to. So now I'm just going to go in and dry the hair around my head with a hairdryer. Perfect. I don't know why, but from the first lockdown, the only time I actually ever did anything to my hair was when we were in lockdown and I wasn't going to see anyone. And like, as soon as we go back into lockdown now again, I'm like, I need to cut it, I need to bleach it, I need to do this, I need to do that. Like, I think in the last lockdown I had like 6 or 7 different hairstyles. Like, I had short braids, I had long braids, I bleached my hair, I dyed it, it was neon yellow, then it was green, then it was blue. Like, why? So I'm just going to use this razor. I got this in Tesco. It was like €20 for a set. It has a small head, it has an epilator, it comes with all of these attachments. Sorry, I don't know whether it's in the frame there or not. Comes with all these attachments, and I've had it for about like 2 years, so it's pretty good for €20. So first of all, I'm just going in with the big head. I use this for doing my hair. I use the smaller one for shaving my face. And I have the guard as well, and so this one has a 3 on one side and it has a 6 on the other side. So I'm going to go in first of all and I'm going to do my lowest number, which is a 3. I do advise putting a towel under you if you're going to do this, or else it's just going to be hair everywhere. But wish me luck, I haven't done this in months. Oh yeah, sorry. So first of all, when I'm doing the tree, I kind of just feel around my head for the shape. And you know at the back of your head here, where the skull kind of peaks at the top of your neck, I'm going to bring the tree just on that line and bring it all the way from above my eyebrow here, coming back here, under, on the line, back around, and it's going to come back and meet at the other side. When using the razor as well, put this at a 45-degree angle from the head, and when shaving up the head, when getting to where you want to take it off the head, scoop it off. It kind of creates a fade automatically by itself, and it makes the blending easier later. Where if you're just going to shave like this and then take it off, you're going to be left with a harsh edge. This sounds like it's going to die, it better not. Imagine just walking around like this the whole time. And now the back of the head. So I'm going to get this around me here, or this way. So just make sure to use your hand as your guide as you're doing this. So lay your finger where you don't want to go above. Get this, back of your head. And now on the other side as well. So line it up. I'm just gone right above my eyebrow. I'm going to have to do this side without showing you. So now what I'm going to do is I just use the tree head. So on the other side of the tree head, if you flip it around, it's a 6 head. So we're just going to do this to keep fading upwards. And so we just clip it back on. Get the... Oops. So the line that we just created, we're going to go up about 2 centimeters more, and keeping everything kind of angular going down back. So the lowest part of the hair should be at the back of the head, around here, and the highest part should be up here, and then we're just fading back. So here I like to fade that way and then up. So back on again. So that's the two sides done. And now I'm going to go back to the back of the head again. So using your finger again, feel where you've blended it the last time and move up about 2 centimeters. And just hope and pray. After you do it a few times, you can kind of feel with your hands what it should be like. Okay. Just maybe here, might need to be a little bit higher. I'm always worse at doing it on my bad side. Not worse, I just never cut enough because I'm trying to be too careful. I can tell that this side needs more taken off. Sometimes it's also helpful just to get the brush and brush everything back down. There's definitely more on this side. Get off my head. So now I'm going to go in with the 9mm guard. So I've gone in with the 3 at the bottom, up to the 6, and now I'm going to go in with the 9. I'm trying to get rid of all of this pretty much. So here we go again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a mirror so I can see the back of my head, just because I am getting closer to the top. So now I'm just going to go with 12. I'm going to skip over the 9 just because I'm going to be shaving it all off anyway pretty much. Going in with the 12 blade and just getting rid of whatever's left. Just being careful when you're coming up to the hair on top of the head that you're not shaving in too far. So there we go. Get all the hair off itself, it's fucking itchy. And it's gonna have a quick look. There's just a few more hairs. I'm just gonna get them off and I'll be back to you in a second. So now I have everything shaved. I had to take a break there for a while because the battery in the camera died, so it is dark outside now, so sorry if the lighting is a little bit off. I have the whole sides and back done. Everything's nice and clean, feeling good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the top. I'm probably gonna have to wet it again, but it's already so much better. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wet it and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Now, if you have a hair scissors, I recommend using it over a fabric scissors or a hair scissors because it's not like the best for your hair. But what I'm gonna do here now is just brush this down. Trying to get it as flat as I possibly can. And kind of what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it shorter back here, but kind of gradient down to longer. And same, I'm just going to try to keep it the same the whole way around. So, I like to do these parts first, and then I'll do this part separately. So, okay, I haven't done this in a while. So I'm going to do this side first. This is the scary part, I don't know why. So I'm going to bring it up to about here over the ear. Just like that. And then brush it back down. You can see if it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I'll clean it all up at the end. I know this isn't how you cut hair, this is how I cut hair. So, just like so. And on the other side then as well. So I went just a little bit above the ear. Right, and then it's getting all the way to the back. I hate when the hair falls on. Just brushing it down, having a look. Needs to be trimmed a bit more. Like that. This hair in my brushing it all down again. And now I'm going to do the front part. First I'm going to get the hair out I want. So. Be careful with the scissors here, right? There we go, and I'm just going to dry it and then come back to you and show you what it looks like. So here's the finished result anyway. I just gave it a quick blow dry, put a little bit of salt spray in it and put a little victory roll in it so I could show you what it looks like more styled. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy with the fade around. Here's the back. Don't mind the few bald patches back here. I split my head open a few times when I was younger, so those are scars. But if you cut it like shorter at the back and gradiate it longer to the front, it doesn't feel so heavy on your own head and it kind of just has a bit of a cleaner look. And it works better for styling as well, in my own opinion. It's how I'd usually cut it myself. But as you can see, I didn't butcher my hair. So hopefully this actually helps you if you do need to cut your hair or you need somebody else to cut your hair over the lockdown period. You won't end up looking like a sore thumb. So let me know if you do it. If you do follow this tutorial, you do cut your own hair or somebody cuts it for you, I'd love to see pictures as well. As I said before, you can tag me on Instagram, you can tag me at Robin Hearts. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel as well. I'll have new content coming out every week, maybe once, twice, 3 times a week, depending on what I'm doing. And if you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell down below, because then every time I upload a new video, you'll get a notification, so you won't be missing out. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.